sabotage. Open up, open cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Tuesday Tea. It is Rebecca Rose here. Today's tea is all about harnessing your potential. Now when I set up this camera, I put it there and I've got a list of topics that I want to run through, but when I think about them I have all the ideas, but when it's time to talk about them I really struggle. So today was not even a topic, but it's something that I need to try and tell myself in order to be able to do this YouTubing business successfully. But in doing so and telling myself on camera and speaking as I'm thinking it, I'll hopefully be able to deliver some kind of message to you within this. I don't know what I'm talking about, but to me it makes all types of sense. Okay. So today's topic is all about harnessing your potential. Sometimes what I've noticed for myself, and which some of you may also notice, your biggest hurdle and your biggest letdown and your biggest hindrance is often yourself in many situations. So me as an individual, the type of person I am, I have all these ideas. I'm a creative. I have all these ideas and I feel like they flood into my head 1,000 miles per hour. Boom, 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 boom. And then sometimes, well, a lot of the time, I don't express them in any type of way. I don't speak about them. I don't put it into my artwork. I don't let it out. And when you're a creative, this is why I say creatives are always on the verge and the cusp of going insane at any given moment, because unless you are able to expel all the things that are internal, you will lose your goddamn mind, really. And learning how to hold those things and execute them in a way where you can see results and you can see change, that is a big thing. So it's all about recognizing the things that you see in your character that maybe you used to see as flaws or as negatives, and trying to see how you can lasso them. Hey cowgirl, lasso them, bring them back in. And there's some fluff on my lip. What? Bring them back in and just try and put them back out again, but in a different, translated differently. So for example, I used to always feel like I was the agony aunt. I am still the bloody agony aunt. Everybody's agony aunt. Doesn't matter who it is, my family, my friends, the kids I work with, anybody, they will come to me with all their problems, and I'm so open and I will openly accept everything that you put onto me. However, what I've started to notice, and I've noticed about, when I said before about you notice things about your character and you notice your patterns, and your patterns seem to be reoccurring constantly, but in all different avenues of your life, you have to start noticing what those things look like. And when you see them rear their head, you need to then start controlling them instead of allowing them to control you. Otherwise, that's how your cycles continue and your patterns continue. So when I'm doing up agony aunt Irma, listening up to all the people, them's problems, and I'm thinking to myself, I've got their problems as well. Who's gonna listen to me? What I now do, is in some ways when people tell me their issues, I kind of feel like I'm using them, not in a negative way. Remember I spoke about this before, about using and it not always being negative, but in order to listen to their problems, it allows me to think about my own problems and put my own ones in perspective. And in doing that, you learn how to be empathetic towards others, because you can put yourself in their situations by considering your own circumstances and how you would behave and how you would do something as you. So you end up being more relatable and more understanding. You are putting yourself in their shoes. So when I always used to feel like, oh, it's a negative thing that people always want to tell me their problems, why don't they want to tell me their good things? Why don't they want to tell me the things they're happy about? So then I had to start harnessing my potential and understanding that people see me as that person because of how I put out my potential. They see me as someone that they can potentially offload their information onto, or share, overshare with, and get advice and things. So then I started realizing that, okay, cool, I'm clearly that type of trustworthy person, but how do I alter the information that I end up consuming from others So I started to become more positive outwardly, so that people would feel like, yes, you can come to me to get something positive given to you, but you must also understand that always bringing negative things to me is going to have an effect on my level of positivity, which in turn would affect your level of positivity, because you're clearly coming to me for some kind of reassurance or advice. And if you're only giving me negative, all I can ever put out is negative. You know, you say a word bare times and it's got no meaning. That's what's happening. Excuse me, radiator. It's 27 degrees outside and I've got tea. Don't make the conversation difficult. I mean, the situation complex. Anyway. Yeah, I know what I was trying to say. So it's all about how you, and you know, it's another thing as well, yeah. It's all about how you portray yourself to others, but also there's that saying that people will only use you in the way that you let them. People will only take advantage of you if you let them. So you need to start harnessing your potential. Basically, you know, when you talk about harness, yeah, think of like a horse, or like, no, that's not harness. That's not a harness. What's that called? A reins. Yeah, like rein it in, or harness, whatever. When you think about harness, yeah, harness is something there that's meant to keep you safe from falling or stop you from dropping or whatever the situation is, yeah? So when you learn to harness your own potential, use your own potential, the things that you already have instilled in you as an individual, to keep you safe going forward. I'm saying it like I've come to the resolution, and you lot are probably sitting there like, what the holy hell is this girl talking about? But you have to try and look at the things that you possess already. We're all given a toolkit when we start life, you know. And the things that we go through, we add more tools. Oh, spanner in the works. Put that straight in my basket. You accumulate all these tools and they help you through life. Some people have no experience in life. Nothing really happens to them. Their situation is always the same. So their toolbox is going to be looking hella mager and plainy. Yeah, one little tape measure. What are you going to do with that when shit gets real? What, measure someone to death? No. Come on, make it make sense. 2020 toolbox, please. Look at your toolbox and see what you've obtained through life. What do I have? Okay, so I've got this in this part of the toolbox. I've got this. I've got that. Oh, okay, that was terrible when I went through that. But what did it teach me? Now I've got this going forward. Look at your toolbox and ask yourself, what can I do? What can I build going forward? You know, I'm just freestyling. These things just, I love a metaphor, you know. I love a metaphor. I love it. Love it bad. Because I feel like it helps somebody who's creative and people who aren't creative to put something else in their mind. You know, like when you put things in certain words sometimes, when you speak about certain things, some people will hear a word that is so triggering that it prevents them from hearing the rest of your message. So that's why I love metaphors, because I feel like metaphors, ooh, well, excuse me, compliments to Tesco, because clearly that sandwich was lit. What was I saying? Yeah, metaphors just allow you to be able to speak to somebody on a different level. Because sometimes, yeah, you'll be having a conversation with someone like this, but when you start speaking and you start getting all mad with it, like me, you'll be going like this. This will be me. So I'll be even going like this, and they're just like, bro, can you make sense? And you're like, no, okay, you can't make sense. So sometimes metaphors allow you to go like this. Hey girl, so you'll be on the same level and you'll be talking, but while you're trying to use, you know, your actual way of thinking, the person can't keep up with you. So metaphors allow you to get your point across, but instead of having to, you know, do this, you end up just skipping all the bullshit and you end up meeting them like this. That was also a metaphor. I don't know, that was the hand metaphor. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on, to be honest. This is life. This is the life that we live. And this is why my toolbox is real hefty. It's got about 30 layers of it, and it's long, and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier every damn day. So I need to offload some of my tools. It's all about looking at the things that you feel like, oh, maybe these are my flaws, because often your flaws are the things you can work on. Things you're good at, you can't progress any further with those things. So I feel like often your potential can be your weakness, because once you learn how to harness it and control it and use it to your advantage, you're laughing. You are laughing your way through life, mate. Trust me on that one. Sips tea, cause you know, I feel like I just achieved something, because I feel like I actually got my point across, and maybe someone, one person in the whole universe might understand it. But if not, then we go again next Tuesday. Woo! But yeah, so I just feel like you should always think about, like, I don't know, like when I always say, like, to my friends or even to my family or the children that I work with, every single day you are learning something. The day you stop learning something is the day that you're dead. You're dead inside, you're dead. Even if you're not physically dead, you're dead. Because there's people that are 98 and they're still learning something new on their 98th birthday. Yeah, there's not a day that goes by when you do not learn something new. And that's why when they say the saying, I love sayings, you know, that's why when they say, oh, you learn something new every day, don't you? Yeah, you do. And if you don't, you need to be asking yourself, oh, what? I'm learning more in life now as a struggling adult than I was learning in school with routine and does it make any sense? It don't make no one sense. No, it doesn't. And a lot of the lessons in life you'll end up teaching yourself, and a lot of them you'll end up learning the hard way. But you know, when you're in school, no one tells you that stuff, you know. Nobody tells you that stuff. They're too busy telling you Pythagoras theorem, whatever that thing is. Pythagoras theorem. Yeah, we got it out in the end. Pythagoras theorem, and someone's decimal points and not. Boss, all I need to know in maths is what the boss man owes me, what the fucking shopkeeper owes me when I give him a £5 note. And I need to learn how to do my taxes, please, because that's what real life is. Can you teach me about benefits? Can you teach me about what even is tax? Can you teach me about rates and all these? This is what you need to teach me. I don't need to know about no one's trigonometry. Is that going to help me pay my bill when the light is locked off? Come on, sir. Make it make sense, 2020. That's what we need you to do right now, okay? But yeah, constantly, life is about working on yourself. And unfortunately, yeah, it's sad when you think about it, but you have to learn to fall in love with the journey, because sometimes where you end up, the destination is not always what it's cracked up to be. The enjoyment is in the journey. The enjoyment is always in the journey, because there's going to be, when you get to a point in life where you think, yeah, I'm happy, there's going to be something else that you want for. When you're younger, you think, when I'm an adult, I'll be happy when I'm 18. When I turned 18, I was thinking, what the fuck is this? I want to be 21. When I turned 21, what the hell is this? I want to be 30. No, I never wanted to be 30. I'm not even there yet. We don't want that. When I hit 25, that's when I felt like my whole life was ending. So, yeah, guys, make sure that you're learning every day. Make sure that you're harnessing your potential. Fall in love with the fuckery that is life. Like, even the negative things, what do you learn from it? Try to understand that things, as terrible as they may seem, yeah, I really feel like your pathway is already like laid out for you, but just because you're finding out about it as time is going on, you're thinking, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why can't I catch a break? Why can't I this? But you have to just find sanity in the fact that there's certain things that are just really not in your control, even when you feel like you had choices in a matter. Because otherwise you'd be going insane. And sometimes when you look at it that way, you also be going insane. So basically, I don't know what to tell you. Like, do what you're doing. If you found that this video made any sense to you, then great. If it didn't, I'm sorry that I just took some time out of your life, and I'm gonna do it again next week. So it's up to you what you do going forward from here, because this is the life that we live in now. Yes, it is. Anyways, guys, the subscription of Vaseline on my lips is just about to expire, so I'm going to go now. It was lovely to see you all again. I'm trying to shit, I can't see. It was lovely for you all to see me again, if you can see me right now. And I look forward to next Tuesday. Cheers to the tea, man. Hold tight the tea, because sometimes the tea is necessary, yeah.